I wanted to! And I liked it!
Hey, howdy, hey, DC fans. Wolfman47- here. Now, Arrowverse. It is a universe of various different TV shows, such as Arrow, Flash, DC's Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl, Batwoman, Black Lightning, and various other ones, Freedom Fighters as well, I think, and various others. And this is sort of a vlog, sort of talking about how it was eventually going to be cancelled, all of Arrowverse, but some of the shows were left unresolved. So yeah. So Arrow, which was the thing that started it all off, had a satisfactory ending because the big Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover was meant to be, it was the sort of start of the end of that show, so that's fine. I've not seen the ending of The Flash at the time of this vlog, so I can't really judge that, but I'm like to believe that it had a decent ending, and it was the ending for the Arrowverse. Supergirl ended well, with a satisfactory ending. Legends of Tomorrow was supposed to be getting another season, but it never got another season. Batwoman, I believe, also was meant to have another season, but it never got another season. And Freedom Fighters was its own little series thing, and then the Arrowverse also established its own multiverse, which I have talked about in a previous video. So yeah, so I just guess I'll go about talking about what kind of went wrong, and there's a lot of things as to why it ended the way it did. To start with, the shows were very solid for quite a long time. Every show that was shown, they had some pretty good seasons, some not so good seasons, but overall there was some consistency in how good most of the episodes were, especially when it came to the big crossover events as well. But then it soon became apparent that after the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover, the quality of the episodes, especially in Flash and Legends of Tomorrow, were just not good. Like, they stopped caring about, storylines and so forth, and just decided, well, we've still got actors and we've still got contracts and so forth, so we need to fulfill. It's basically like one of those things where it just goes on for too long and just never stops. So yeah, that is basically what I feel has happened. Don't get me wrong, I think the shows have been good for a very long time. Stephen Amell, who plays Arrow, is now a social media sensation. Grant Gustin, who plays the Flash, has gone down in history as being the best Flash ever, and the Flash that people would have preferred to see over that Flash in the DC Extended Universe that not many people really want to talk about after what he did, which is fair. Legends of Tomorrow, well, it is what it is. The DC heroes traveling through time and space, trying to sort out a timeline. Sounds a bit familiar, doesn't it? Batwoman, I think it was always planned that Batman would eventually appear in that, but he never did for various reasons, mainly because Warner Brothers just didn't want to include him or were just too protective of him. Supergirl ended appropriately, and yeah. Supergirl was actually a show that wasn't actually set in the Arrowverse to begin with, but then became connected to it for a while, and then after the Crisis on Infinite Earths events, they decided to bring that universe into there. But then there's a bit of inconsistencies after Crisis on Infinite Earths, because then most of the shows after that event then kind of became disconnected, like they were trying to be their own separate things again. So yeah, I don't really know what happened there. Yeah, this is going to be probably a very short video because there isn't much I can say about the Arrowverse that hasn't already been said. There's a multiverse in there. Each show's about the different heroes, their villains, and so forth. Arrow does feel like it's trying to use Batman villains, because Batman villains, with the exception of probably Joker, Penguin, and maybe some other major ones, they can use them. But I think the reason why they couldn't use Batman and some of the major villains is because Gotham was still being made at the time, which is completely separate to the Arrowverse altogether. In fact, there's not really even given like a proper with introduction into the Arrowverse's multiverse. It's like it's completely separate, it's its own thing. Don't know why, but there we go. So yeah, it has been a good franchise for a long time. Had some great crossovers and did do very well to try and adapt various well-known comic book storylines featuring these various characters that that for a long time were very underrated, and not many people would have heard of them outside of the DC animated universe and anyone that's read comics. But it's thanks to those shows that they're now more popular than ever, so much so that some of them have made it to the big screen and even are making more major appearances in other forms of media besides comics. So yeah, and it being the CW is known for making these shows and having a very attractive cast, and it did kind of help the shows with the ratings because many people fancied a lot of the actors. There's quite a few in both Arrow and Flash that are in my opinion attractive, and also a few in DC's Legends of Tomorrow. I hope all the actors and actresses that have been involved with all these different shows do get paid well and are going on to do other things, and keeping them busy, keeping them getting paid the minimum wage, at least the minimum wage, and not minuscule coins that the higher executives are getting. Yeah. Some of us have not forgotten about the strikes. So yeah. So that's really what I think about the Arrowverse. It started off well, but carried on for too long, and as a result of that, the quality of the episodes kind of dwindled a bit. Kind of like The Simpsons, but unlike The Simpsons, they did at least ended when they did, albeit with some unresolved endings. So yeah. And that's all I'm going to say on that. And I'm about to lose my breath, so I'm going to stop it here. Do watch the shows though if you do get a chance to, because they are pretty good. I don't know where you'll find them on. I know here in the UK they're on, most of them are on Now TV, with a few also being on Channel 4 or Netflix and so forth, and even Prime Video as well. So yeah, right. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then please like, share, comment and subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace to you all. And remember, when you are writing a show, make sure the writing is good, that the acting and everything is all good. And if you really, really cannot think of an idea, just quit while you're ahead, unless you're in a contract, in which case try and think of something else to do that's original and good, just to keep people committed. But, make a contract that's like, if it does end, you still get this and this and this, because, then you won't get people like Scarlett Johansson banging at your door saying, oh, we didn't agree to this. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway. Toodles. And whatever the DC motto is, I forget what it is. We're all heroes inside us, I think. I don't know. Anyway, bye-bye.